Hi, everybody. Welcome to my Patreon, and most importantly, welcome to my Negotiation Unleashed family community. I am so excited to be here on this platform for you. I have decided. Hello, everybody. If you don't know me, I'm Elizabeth Suarez, and I am here to help you better manage your professional life when it comes to the topics of negotiation, leadership, and conflict resolution. So I am going to be live on Patreon every second Monday of the month at 4 o'clock Mountain Time, which means is 6 p.m. Eastern Time and 3 p.m. Pacific. And my intent here, my goal is for each segment is to help you navigate a specific topic on these main issues: negotiation, leadership, or conflict resolution. So I have decided to start the first one on the topic of how to negotiate a contract. As any entrepreneur will tell you, even myself, I've been an entrepreneur for 15 years. I love business development until it comes to the point that I have to negotiate the contract. I have to negotiate how much the pricing, how much it's going to cost, etc. I can assure you there are ways that I have used that has really helped me actually go through this process and even, believe it or not, charge more than I even expected I was going to be charging. So there's two main points that I want to share with you today. And the reason I want to do this is recently I've been mentoring and coaching some entrepreneurs, and they always mention to me the fact of I hate to talk pricing. I don't know if I'm a lowballing, if I'm too high, if they're going to say no, etc. So here are 2 points that I want to leave with you today, so you realize that you need to keep in mind. Number one is that when you're negotiating your contract, keep in mind that the majority of the time, your potential client doesn't even have an exact amount of money that they're willing to go ahead and pay you. They have a range, they have a line item, they have something, but they don't have, oh, I'm going to allocate X amount of money for exactly this project. They may say, I may allocate X amount of money for this issue. And in that issue, they may need several people to be part of the project. So that's number one that you need to realize. So when you're talking pricing, obviously what's going to happen is that the potential client is going to ask you immediately, how much money are you going to charge me? And that's when we freeze. I can tell you the first time I heard that question, I was like, oh my God, what number should I say? I advise all my clients, don't say a number, say a range. For instance, say something, well, and this type of research that you want me to do, I can see around the range of 5,000 to 15,000 in order to accomplish what we need to accomplish at the end. Give them a range, see their reaction. If their reaction is like they're not reacting, you're in a good range. So now that's a good point. The second point is when pressed to provide more further of a cost, go ahead and say the range. If they even say exactly, tell me what does 5,000 give me versus 15,000 gives me, give them a very general concept. And this is when I say to people, I normally have my projects that I identified, like I am delivering 3 to 6 things on the project, and then I allocate that to a range. So that's a key thing that you need to consider, that go ahead and say 5 to 15,000, but it includes all these 6 items depending what you want. So now that you have done that, now they would say to you, well, if you go ahead and you say, if you want all 6 items is 15,000, or let's say it's 25,000, and they may say to you, that is out of our budget. If they say that, that's point number two. Now you're in good shape because you know exactly what their budget is, because you're going to ask them, so what is exactly your budget? And normally they tell you. When I have asked that question, they have told me, they have spilled the beans and they said, it's X amount. And I answer back and I said, that's great. Now, based on this new number, let me go back to the drawing board and further discuss what is it that your main expectations, prioritize these main expectations and see how I can help you. So as you can see, when they ask you the question about what is the pricing, don't get too nervous about it. start with a range. And if you don't feel comfortable with a range, you can even say, start with at a minimum, work like this starts at $10,000 and see how they react. And then from there, if they react like you are totally out of my range, then say, what is your range? And they can share it with you. And if the range is too low, especially for the type of work you do, then I recommend for you to need to walk away. So it is okay if you need to walk away. So next time that you have a very strong lead, a very powerful lead that can be that end all client that you want for 2020, let's go ahead and feel calm when they ask you the question about pricing. Another pointer I'm going to give you on this topic: don't ever start the topic with your cost. Start your conversation with the benefits and the transformation you are going to provide your clients. Get them totally comfortable with that transformation and benefits. And based on that, then when they ask the pricing, go ahead, use the range, and then go ahead, ask them if you're out of their range and continue the conversation. I hope you found this valuable. I am looking forward to hearing back from you. Go ahead and comment below on Patreon. Or if you want to direct message me directly, go to my website, negotiationunleashed.com, with any questions or topics you want me to address, because I am going to be back on Monday, September 14th, the second Monday of the month of September, to address any of the issues that you have messaged me directly. Comment below, and I look forward to seeing you in September. Thank you for your interest in negotiation. It's a dynamic skill that we all need to improve and continue being effective with it. So until next time, thank you for your interest, and I look forward to seeing you and further discussing here in the Patreon community as well, Negotiation Unleashed. Have a great day, everybody.